I established Mythili Dance Academy, School of Bharatanatyam, Indian classical dance, about 25, 30 years ago. It's named after my mother, who was my inspiration and my mentor and my role model. Without her, I would not be dancing, performing, or teaching today. And I have had several students come and learn from me. I've had several students do their debut performance, their Arangetram, as we call it. We've done that, in the Peoria area in the United States and in India, and have them review it. And I'm glad to say so far we've come out with great reviews. The key dance in Bharatanatyam is called the Varnam, and the Varnam encompasses all the three elements of Bharatanatyam, which is the pure dance element and the drama element and the apinaya or the emotions in all its fullness and its richness in Varnam. For example, that one Varnam my students perform is an hour long solo that they have to perform. So in order for them to learn the 13 dance numbers, Varnam being one of them, for an hour, it takes years to master the technique. The kids, I have boys and girls, men and women, adults and children come to the classes and they learn from me, and it gives me great joy to teach them as well. And the end goal being, to be able to do a 2.5 hour solo performance to master that art. And my goal is to get them there where they not only can perform but actually take this art forward and teach it to the next generation.
I started dancing at the age of 5, and I ended up doing my graduation performance in 2013 when I was 16 years old. I definitely think that my Arangetram was a 3.5 hour solo dance performance, and it was one of the most intense experiences of my life. It took 2 years of really prepping and 1 year of intense training where I would rehearse a 3-hour performance almost on a daily basis. It really taught me how to be dedicated to something. It really taught me to persevere, and it taught me a lot about focus, because focusing for 3 hours is not really an easy task. But I definitely don't think I could have done any of it without my teacher. Ramanti has been there, and dedication is one thing to talk about, but with such a journey like an Arangetram, you really lose some of your self-confidence in moments and really don't think you're going to make it. And it was in those moments that she was always there, and she always had the faith that I would pull through. She knew that I would be able to do it and that I could do it. And that's what a teacher is for, that's what a mentor is for, and she was all of those things for me. So in real life, I think the biggest thing that Bharatanatyam did for me was it gave me bonds. So first of all, a bond to my teacher since I was 5 years old. She's means so much to me. Also, bonds to other dance students who are still my best friends today, and a bond to my culture that I don't think I would have had here in the United States without something like this. It gave me knowledge about the classical dance form, it gave me knowledge of music, it gave me knowledge of clothing. I definitely don't think I would understand or respect my culture in a way that I do now without it.
Indian classical dance, Bharatanatyam specifically, was taught by Natwanars to the temple courtesans. And these Natwanars, gurus and critics and choreographers, were all male. And so I don't see that being a women-dominated. It's just that it's more prevalent with women performing this art form, so that it's performed more by women. Just like I would say, just like how you see ballet, which is more women-dominated. I'm really lucky, I should say, that I've been able to learn different dance forms. And I still remember a few years back, when my guru, Rama, who's the artistic director of Mythili Dance Academy, invited me and said, you know what, you should learn this art form. And I started learning. I realized, being a very spiritual person and this dance being very spiritual, I really realized that this was in fact my path to divinity, or salvation I should say, and I fell in love with it. And it's a very challenging, to be able to perform 2.5 hour performance on stage. It means you have to rehearse or practice to be able to perform 5 hours, to be able to perform 2.5 hours on stage. I love this art so much that I'm going to be performing my debut performance next year. When I get closer to the performance, it's pretty much 3 hours a day, minimum practice you need, and that's how challenging this art form is. And I'm really excited about the performance that's going to be in Chennai, the epicenter of this art, I would say. And I hope I can do justice, and I hope I can do good performance there and make my guru proud.
The three key aspects of Bharatanatyam are Nrita, which is the pure dance element, the Natya, which is the Abhinaya, the interpretative component, and then the Nritya, which is a combination of the pure dance and the Abhinaya, or the emoting aspect. And today we are going to show you just a couple of clips, the first part being pure dance, which is the Nritta element through a jati, and then followed by the Abhinaya, or the emoting aspect of Bharatanatyam. In my opinion, that's what makes it very unique from all the other Indian classical dances and classical dances in general. I hope you enjoy the clip. We first start the clip with a jati, or a series of steps, as an introduction. And this is from Varnam. Here my student Prasanna Jeer joins me in performing a piece from Ramayana, a Hindu epic. In the Ramayana, Dasharatha has announced the coronation of his beloved Rama as the crown prince, and he wants to share this joyous news with his third wife, Kaikeyi. But Kaikeyi is very upset, she's angry, and Dasharatha does not understand why she's angry. Kaikeyi then reminds him of the two boons he said he would award her with years back. She says she wants it now. Dasharatha is happy to grant those boons to her. She says first, she wants her son Bharata to be the crown prince. Dasharatha is confused because Rama is the heir apparent. Bharata is the younger son. How could he become the crown prince when the elder brother is there? He says, what's the second one? And she says that she wants Dasharatha's beloved Rama to go away into the forest for 14 years. She says, grant me the second boon also now. And Dasharatha couldn't believe his ears. He pleads with Kaikeyi, asking that Rama not be sent on exile for 14 years into the forest. Kaikeyi does not relent. She is very, very sure, very set that that is exactly what she wants. Dasharatha dies heartbroken. So the students learn for a minimum of 5 to 6 years before they can do their debut performance. And then several of them have gone on to different dance teams, and they're still keeping in touch with the art. Some of them are teaching as well. So if you have any interest in learning the Indian classical art form, then Mythili Dance Academy is the place to come to.